So my role here was to bring original and innovative pieces to this space. My name is Andrea Bogart, and I am the founder and lead art advisor for Embrace Creatives, which is an online art gallery as well as an art advising firm. I wanted to bring innovative pieces, which is why I brought in the fiber pieces. You know, things that have more depth, like the work behind me, they're abstract, but because I know every artist that comes into Embrace Creatives, I know who they are as people. I know what they're trying to say through their work, not just what does the art look like. I bring in work that really speaks to people, and I know who's speaking through the art.
You know, we've got the feature sculpture, but then we have, individual objects like these architectural screens that you'll see across from the elevators. They're on every floor. Feature piece on the first floor that kind of welcomes people into the building. And then there's a wonderful standing sculpture that's on the 7th floor.
My name is Israel Nordine, and I'm with the Detroit Design Center. I'm a partner.
My name is Eric Nordine, and I'm a partner with Israel and Detroit Design Center. When the sky's the limit on what you can do, you really want to listen to the space, and you want to be aware of the things that your art piece should accomplish. The piece that you're seeing behind us that spans 2 floors, it was important that, that we take advantage of the natural light coming in the room. We also wanted the piece, to fill the full 2 floors and wanted to almost imply motion, right? So we kind of were inspired by a waterfall of something, falling from the sky down.
It's consuming this space. That kind of stands for the knowledge as well. It's like knowledge is filling this space. It's filling space as much as it can, and it's just raining knowledge. It's just full, and this is the place where you harvest it.
I want people who enter to understand that fine art and objects really bring a lot to a space. Excitement, joy, creativity, inspiration. I want them to be inspired by the pieces. The students are at Baker College to be energized, excited, challenged, open their mind, and be educated. And I think that the art can help them do that.
We have our inspirations, but so often you'll have somebody else tell you what they saw, and it's as cool or even more interesting than what your initial thing was. So you want to have your audience be free to interpret it, this idea of making our artwork abstract for a reason, and that is so that people can interpret it, because once you make something literal, it's really easy to understand. But if you leave things, a little open for interpretation, and maybe you give some insight as to, what our inspirations were, it's still great that the audience can come in and they can see whatever it is they want to see in that piece. And that is probably one of the coolest parts of sharing art with the world, is that everybody will interpret it their own way.